By the way, you can tell that the game is, I just noticed the music is playing. The background music was playing just a second ago. It's playing now. Well, remember the last time we talked to Tali, she sounded like she was really homesick. So let's go talk to her, see if she's feeling better now. Hi, Tali.
Shepard, I'm glad you're here.
Oh, she sounds better.
Good to see you smiling again, so to speak.
Oh, good.
I'm sleeping much better now. I guess I'm getting used to how quiet your ship is.
Oh, good.
I still think a lot about my pilgrimage, though. I know Steren's our top priority, but with all the worlds we go to, I was hoping to find something to bring back to the flotilla.
Don't worry, Tali, you will.
We've still got a long way to go. You'll find something to take back.
Yeah.
Yes, but it cannot just be some derelict ship my people can use for salvage. It has to be more than that. There's a lot expected of me.
Why?
What's so special about you?
My father. He's the senior member of the Admiralty Board.
Oh.
He's one of only 5 people who can overrule the decisions of the Conclave.
So
for
your
the good of the
father
migrant
is one of
fleet.
the admirals?
My father
Wow.
is responsible for the lives of 17 million people. Our entire race is in his hands, and I'm his only child.
Oh, so you're part of so your dad is one of the people in charge, that's in charge of your people, or that leads your people. Wow. Your royalty?
So are you some kind of heir to the Quarian throne or something?
No, it doesn't work that way.
Yeah.
My father's position isn't hereditary. I'll probably never serve on the Admiralty Board myself. Officially, I'm just the same as any other citizen. But it doesn't work that way in practice. People have always treated me differently because of who my father is.
Have you gotten preferential treatment?
You must get all kinds of special privileges.
I probably had it easier than most growing up, but it's not all good. People like my father have enemies, and they're not above using me to get to him.
Oh man, that must be a lot of pressure.
It must be tough on you.
My people place a high value on family and ancestry. There's an unspoken expectation that I'll live up to my father's example.
Huh.
Everyone's waiting for me to do something great on my pilgrimage. Something that will forever change our lives for the better.
Wow.
If I don't, it's like I failed. And that reflects badly on both me and my father.
That is so unfair to her, to put those expectations on her, just because of who her father is. That's just incredibly unfair to her. And what if we save the galaxy from Saren?
The work you're doing here is more important than anything any Quarian has ever done before.
Will they accept that?
Yes, I know. But you have to understand Quarian culture. We're a very insular society. The events beyond the flotilla don't much matter to the average citizen.
Huh.
Our greatest dream is that one day we'll return to our homeworld and drive out the Geth. But even if we stop Saren, that's not going to happen.
Huh.
There's still millions of Geth behind the veil. Until they're gone, our exile will continue.
So what's the answer?
What would you need to bring back to make everyone happy?
Something that would help us better understand the Geth. They've changed significantly since the exile. They've continued to evolve.
Huh.
We've done our best to study them, but it's not easy. They're very reclusive. Until recently, they never went beyond the borders of the Veil.
Huh.
And all the Geth we run into now are under Saren's control. We'd need to find Geth operating on their own, independently.
Okay.
But I don't want this to get in the way of our mission, Shepard. First, we stop Saren. Then I'll worry about my own problems.
Okay. Let's ask about her father.
What was your father like?
It wasn't easy growing up as the daughter of one of the Admiralty. Even before he joined the board, he was a prominent figure. People looked to him for leadership. He had to set an example, and he expected the same of his daughter.
Huh.
Plus, he was pretty strict, a military man through and through. He never allowed me to settle for anything less than excellence. As a kid, I sometimes felt like he was pushing me too hard.
Huh.
But now I'm old enough to appreciate what he taught me. The world doesn't owe us anything. If we want something in life, we have to earn it.
What about your mom?
Where was your mother in all this?
Mother was around, but she always seemed to kind of blend into the background.
Huh.
Almost like she was overshadowed by my father. He tends to do that to people.
Huh.
She passed on about 5 years ago.
Oh,
Some
I'm
airborne
sorry.
virus that swept through the fleet. Happens sometimes when the filters start to break down.
I'm sorry,
I think my
Tali.
father took it pretty hard. After she was gone, he became even more focused on his work. I think that was his way of dealing with the grief.
Probably helped motivate him even more to try and find a way to get back the homeworld. So he wouldn't have to suffer that kind of loss anymore. Or nobody else would have to suffer that kind of loss anymore. So were you close at all with your dad?
Sounds like a tough upbringing. You don't resent your father at all?
Like I said, it wasn't easy. My father's not the kind of person you bond with. And he wasn't around all that much. Too busy.
Huh.
People counted on him, and he took his duties seriously. Even when he was around, he always seemed a bit distant. Like his mind was always somewhere else. Come to think of it, I can't ever remember seeing him smile.
Huh.
Not once. It's like he was always weighed down by all that responsibility.
Not to mention,
I mean,
it's
I
hard to
know
see
he
you guys
cares
smile
about me,
through your helmets.
But he never really showed it. Not in the usual way. I guess the best thing I can say about my father is that I respect him.
I want to talk about something else.
Huh.
Like what?
Actually, nothing.
I should go.
See you later.
I always find that funny. I want to talk about something else. Like what? I should go. Okay, so we've talked to all of our squad mates. Now we have, and by the way, even though it didn't show up here in the assignments area, there actually is a side quest for Tally. But even though it's not going to show up, I know exactly. It's going to involve finding some rogue Geth and getting some information from them to get the Tally for her pilgrimage. But in the meantime, since we just picked up some side quests from Rex and Garrus, why don't we try and help them resolve those? Let's see if we can help Garrus find Dr. Saleon and help Garrus find his family's armor. I think I'm going to start with Dr. Saleon. Let's help Garrus out. As we make our way to the CIC. Actually, very quickly, let's go see Garrett. Not Garrus, Joker. Very quickly before we head out and do anything else. Oh, more to examine. Oh, look outside.
I prefer gold to silver, you know, for my medal. I figured you'd recommend me for one since I put the boots out of the fire.
Are you sure you'd want that, though, Joker?
If we present you with a medal, you'll end up sitting on stage listening to politicians make speeches for a couple of hours. Fun.
Yeah,
That's a
fun,
good point.
fun.
They'd probably make me shave, too. I spent the last 7 weeks working on this baby. No medal's worth that. So,
Yep,
Commander,
no medal's
why don't you
worth
tell me
a...
why you're really here.
Yeah, no medal is worth a very well manicured beard and mustache. No way.
I have to go.
All right, see you.
It's just not worth it. 7 weeks working on this baby, not a chance. Alright, let's see. Let's check the journal, make sure we get the right place to go to. That's what we're about. It's the Herschel system in the Kepler Verge. Alright. Let's zoom out here. Let's see. Argos Row. Voyager. Ah, Kepler Verge. Newton. Herschel. Here we go. Up. Yep, that ship there should be where Dr. Up. Notice that asteroid there. As usual, it scanned the planets and everything around it before we do the mission here. Oh, really nothing on these planets, just the asteroid. Okay. The Fidel is a Kowloon or Kowloon class modular conveyor of human design. In addition to the standard cargo bay, the hull has several biological research modules attached. Registry, private owner, Dr. R. Hart. Well, we obviously know who that is, since Garrus told us about it. So let's get on board that ship. See if we can find Dr. Saleon. Oh my gosh. Oh no, the game froze on me. Ugh. See what I mentioned? What I said earlier? Yep. As I said, this game has a history of glitches, and it will freeze on you, especially on this PS3 version. So I'm gonna quit this, and when we get to the next part, I will be on the ship. Sorry.